Hello everyone, welcome to Masanda Wanafan vlog. Just been knocked out of the Nedbank Cup semi-finals by Iwisa Kaizer Chiefs at home on a Sunday at 6.
Yeah, with a good refereeing decision going their way. Yeah.
Yeah, but the first goal is not a refereeing decision. No?
No.
The first goal at Chiefs is not a refereeing decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you?
How are you? Surviving. I'm surviving. It's the business end of the season, April, May.
Yes.
Can I get you Kobalo?
Yes.
Yeah. And you know,
Kobalo.
it's actually crazy that as much as we have ambitions of like playing the Champions League final, playing the domestic cup final, I dare any Sundowns supporter to say to me, "Or April and May doesn't give them anxiety." Like we don't
every season.
Yeah, like
Every
April,
season.
May doesn't come with that feeling. Total of us,
Yeah.
I dare any Sundowns supporter to say, "Hore, Anna, that thing." Like it's becoming a norm.
Yeah.
Is this a spiral or what?
Yeah. Every season. Yeah. Unfortunate that we didn't reach the FA Cup final, Nedbank Cup final.
Yeah, but let's be honest. I don't want to go to play another final in the Pirates. No?
And lose.
No.
I-
I'm shooting a documentary.
Yeah.
Kill last game, yeah.
Last domestic game, yeah.
Bo just trade. Mora, it's clear.
They'll make sure.
They're gonna milk it.
Yeah, no,
They're gonna have 4D cameras in the stadium.
Yeah.
So there's no way you're gonna beat them. Last game, yeah, Jose Rivero.
Yeah.
So rinsing all of these things.
Rinsing out of those things.
I mean, also like, do you also want to lose? Do you also want to lose a fourth final in a row?
Against the same team.
No. All the finals that we played, in the last 3 finals, we've lost them.
Oh,
Let me guess.
Canada's that.
So we lost MTN, we lost Netbank, we lost Magesi. Do you want to lose another one now? Please, spare me.
Oh, but
Spare me.
we've always said a semi-final of any competition is the most difficult for Sundowns. The most difficult game you could play. The semi-final is because you're so near, and yet you're
Does it
so.
come easier than playing this Chiefs team at Loftus? Does it come easier than that? Come on, you don't lose this game.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose to Paris again, but do I want to lose to Chiefs?
No, you don't.
How many times have we said, Hore, you must be in a final to lose it? Give yourself a chance at least.
At least.
Give yourself a chance at least. But I don't think we must be honest with ourselves, and we must be honest with Coach Miguel Cardoso. This now gives him so much pressure to win the Champions League.
Yeah. The fact that he doesn't have a chance to win a domestic trophy mounts the pressure on him, like to win the Champions League. Like winning the Champions League is what the season rests on now. Unfortunately for him and whoever appointed him. Unfortunately,
The club appointed him.
The pressure is on now. The pressure is on to win the Champions League. I'm not one to put pressure on the coach to win the Champions League because kick up competition, anything can happen like we saw today.
Yeah.
You can lose guy offside, you can,
And it's
it's
no one's birthright to win that competition.
No,
It's the
absolutely
toughest
not.
competition to win.
Yeah.
Toughest competition to win.
Yeah.
But also now, and we always speak about good momentum and bad momentum. You lose this game now, and then now you still have the pressure in league. You have to win those games.
You have to finish that thing off.
The only cushion we have is that these players know how to win the league.
Yeah.
That's the cushion we have.
Yeah.
But now, where does momentum look like it's going? It's with Pirates now. So it's like now we must fight to keep what's ours. And we must now also like fight to win the Champions League because
To win the biggest prize of them all.
we didn't give ourselves a chance to win the Nedbank
Nedbank
Cup.
Cup.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not even just to win it. We didn't give ourselves a chance to even lose the Nedbank Cup.
Yeah.
Because we are not in the final.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. That was a shit show.
No, that was a poor performance. That was a shocking performance from Sundowns. From start to finish, we didn't look like we were going to win the match, but even lose it before the mistake from from Lucas Suarez, which was a horrendous mistake. But we didn't look like we. Bruce Vumat, I don't remember him pulling off the save, to be honest.
Even Duba in his post-match press conference, he did say that, except for the free kick, these guys didn't create chances. But now for me, the shit show was from the coach. Because I think, for me, the lineup didn't make sense. Because I honestly believe if you play Tebza and Batusi together, you need to have an extra 10 for me, in my opinion, uneducated opinion. I believe you have to have a Neo Maema. You need to have, I'm not really sure you can use Pelele as a 10, but because Tembazwan is out. But like for me, if you use Batusi and Tebza, it should have like a Temba in front of them because you have Lucas roaming in that front three. If you don't have a Temba, you should have a Neo Maema, or you should have a player of that ilk that is going to help you with the creative aspect of the game. Because if Lucas has to always come and collect the ball, and you have Tebza, you have Batusi, and you have Allende there, who are all carrying the piano, who's dancing to the tunes.
It's easy for the opposition to control how you can hurt them.
And at home,
at home, there was an error from the coach starting Batusi. Like I asked last time, gig error or I look say to put in Jaden Adams, nearly an error. It was an error.
I guess it because you know when you are at the business end of the season, there's no room for error.
No, we know that more than anyone.
There's no room for error. There's no room for error, and it's easy for us to sit here and talk because we are not the ones who are paid the big bucks to make those type of decisions. But if you think about it, you can't. If Chiefs are gonna come at you, who else was in the midfield? If Chiefs are coming to Loftus against this Sundowns team, and then when you come here with Mukwena, Batusi, and Allende, I mean, who's the better team here, Kant? You know what I'm saying? Who's the better team? I think there's a lot of things that are starting to happen that I'm questioning a lot. Like when it comes to Coach Miguel, we were talking before we started recording. Coach Bitso used to say you can't jump the queue. Okay, Aubrey didn't play well against Pirates, ne? Aubrey didn't play well against Esperance. You played Divine. That's okay. Divine did well. And Esperance was arguably our best player. And then Divine was. And then Ojampa Aubrey Nokela Tiwan. You see, unless you want to tell me that you are refreshing legs, you're doing this, that I will take. But I don't see a valid reason for doing that.
Or it was tactical, you don't think, or Brinata Dilalepo, I don't know.
Because Tiwan is a bit more stronger, a bit more physical and quicker. But also sometimes, when you have Aubrey, he also helps you creatively.
Exactly.
He also helps you creatively. Like Tiwan doesn't help you creatively.
Nah, exactly.
Another thing I'm questioning. Soros now has 2 back-to-back big domestic games where he pulled off
game-losing errors, game-defining errors.
If he's on a starting lineup against Al Ahly next week, I mustn't be concerned.
No, you must be. No, you must be. No, you must be. You must be. Two games, 2 errors. You could say will cost or have cost Mamelodi Sundowns the cup, domestic cup, and if we hadn't lost that Pirates game, the league was over. It's not over now. It's still going because of that error. So yeah.
And he's on loan.
Yeah.
So do you now keep him? You see?
Hey.
Yeah, man. But there's a lot of things that we have to question with our team because I have this thing that I've been saying where transfer room players come from transfer room straight into the starting lineup, which is a cause for concern because where's meritocracy? Where is it there? You know what I'm saying? So for a player that came in Jan to solve a left centre back issue, whereas we had also signed Keanu Cupido, and he walks straight into the lineup. You know, didn't have preseason. Is he that smart that he understands our way of doing things that quickly? Like, he didn't need like an adaptation phase, because you can't overlook performance high against SuperSport and against Pirates at Loftus. He was good.
He was good. But these errors have been since that game. Yeah, Pirates.
Yeah.
They've been. He has been error prone since that game. In every single game. Just that in other games they didn't punish us. The Goya Esperance in Tunisia, the offside goal, it's his error. Like against Kukune, he committed another error. Like it's been coming. This shit show.
And we also can't be prisoners of one good game.
Yeah, no,
we can't be prisoners of one good game.
No, we can't.
Because other players, we don't give them the same. Even our supporters, to be honest, sometimes they cushion the South Americans or some of these.
Yeah.
But like our local boys, Bona have to be on their A game all the time. So I think it's something that we also need to look at. But like now for me, like my biggest takeaway for this game is remember last week we were talking about his subs and then like Lehegu Wutsaka dropping Renas. Sometimes I think his subs just come too early without real. Sometimes you don't see where's the error that he's fixing, because okay, he took out Suarez against Pirates. I get it, but Kachenu, like when you look at that sub, Sales Renas, you ask yourself
what was he?
Because what do you have in the second half should Chiefs score, which they did?
Yeah.
What do you have off the bench?
Yeah.
If Renas is off and Sales is on and he's not giving you what you need, what do you have off the bench?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I get it.
I think you're right. The subs. Okay, yeah, Adams, but to see, I understood.
It was valid.
Yeah, it was valid. The second sub, I think came too early.
Some of these subs are premeditated.
Yeah.
Well, the sub A, it's in the back pocket. It's supposed to, because sometimes you also maybe wonder, because press tag Sales has been thrown all over the show, like myself included. Maybe they feel like Sales has to get a bit more minutes to validate the price tag. But I don't know.
The game, wow.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, we are out of the Nedbank Cup against Chiefs.
You know what's gonna annoy me at the end of the season? Nothing's gonna annoy me than doing a reconciliation of the season, because at the beginning of the season, everything we said was based on judging by the comments that we get here and on social media, was that Lilla Rulan. You know what bothers me is that we are gonna be forced to do a recon here. Last season, last season we lost one game in the league. Oh, last season we were in the final of the MTN 8. Oh, last season we were in the final of the Nedbank Cup. This season we lost two more games in the final. Okay, at least that's the final that we never got to last season. How many league games have we lost this season? We were at least doing the Nedbank Cup final. This season we are not. We were in the MTN final this season.
We are not.
We are in the semi-finals of the Champions League. Hopefully the Champions League saves us.
Yeah. That's our own saving grace.
Our saving grace is that like, at least if we can get to the final. We might not even have to win it, but we must get to the final, because last season we didn't get to the final.
No, we have to win it, boy. We have to win it. Yeah. We have to win it. For it to be a better season, according to like what you said, social media and the Sundowns fans that are in the comments, we have to win the Champions League for it to be a better season than last season. Yeah,
because was saying now last season we won 2 trophies. Yeah. But all of a sudden the AFL was not enough now. It wasn't enough to people. But it's about this and that.
But hadn't we won it?
We were gonna be judged off it. Yeah.
So we have to win the Champions League for it to be a better season. We have to.
Because at least last season we got to a continental final, ne? But yes, let's do the ratings.
6.5.
For Ronan. Could you have saved the first one?
Ish.
1-on-1, you can, ne?
Yeah,
The second one,
It's 50-50. The second one, I didn't see anything.
Linda, to be honest, I didn't.
It was a poor clearance from, I think, Niltiwan. It was poor from us. It was poor from Sundowns.
Kick it away.
Yeah, I mean, why do you want to be fancy Kumarao, Kalas Minika, the 88th minute? It's crazy.
I thought Kuliso was good in the first half, but even in the second half, he was good.
Yeah.
The one thing about Kuliso is that you are guaranteed he will make the defensive stops. He will chase down.
And probably he'll win his duels, his direct opponent.
Thank you. His recoveries. And then when there's a scuffle,
He'll be there. Yeah.
I think I'll give Kuliso a 7.
Good rating.
Yeah. I thought Grant was decent. I don't think I will stop saying Grant. I even feel like in the national team lately, like post AFCON, he's a bit disrespected by being benched, because when you look at the AFCON, Yanal and Vala were our best centre backs. I think Grant was decent today. Do you have a rating for him?
I thought it was as good as Kuliso. I think so.
I think I'll agree with that.
I think so.
Yeah.
7.
A 7 as well.
Yeah.
You rate Suarez.
For bordering on 3, his mistake cost Sundowns a place in the. There was no story before that silly mistake. There was no story. Chiefs they didn't get any chances. Ronwen didn't, except for that 1 year Gaston first half where he shot from the halfway line.
Yeah.
Chiefs didn't have anything. So he lost us the game, unfortunately, and it's hard for me to say that, or a player lost us the game. But we have to be honest sometimes.
Where are you landing?
3.5.
3.5. I think Divine was good, especially in the first half. Lorenz was telling me something because he was in Tunis during the week. Some of the guys who were there at the game were saying they don't understand how Esperance are not trying to play the ball on the ground more, especially Kasaitia Divine, because they're playing aerial balls and he's dealing with those easily. But Divine doesn't seem like a guy who likes players running at him and whatnot. But today I thought he was very decent.
He was good.
I think also that injury is also a result of sitting out, not playing so long, and then now you have to play back-to-back games. I hope he's fit for the early game.
Yeah, we're gonna need him.
How many minutes did he play? He played the first half, when he came in the second half.
Second half, yeah.
I think I'll give Divine a 5.5. 5.5. Because he played 45 minutes.
Yeah, he plays 45
but it was
minutes.
a decent 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Batusi?
I don't think he had a good game. I don't think he had a good first half.
But he had good moments.
He had good moments, but I thought Tabotele outfilled, he taught him a lesson in the midfield. They knew when to press him, when to stand off him, so that he can make a loose pass. That's exactly my chat.
He had 2 decent drives
in
the first half, but that's all I think I can ever say about him in this game.
Yeah, the difference between him, Kagemia, Kagemia, Chiefs, FNB, the 4-0, it was a huge gap between those 2 performances.
Yeah.
A 5.
A 5.
A 5.
Tebza, I'll give him a 7 as well. Or a 7.5 actually. I'll give him a 7.5. Because Tebza, it's so tough to fault Tebza in anything.
Yeah. And what a goal.
Oh.
What a goal.
It's so tough to fault Tebza in anything. I'll give him a 7.5. 7.5 for Tebza.
Yeah.
Marcelo?
6.5. It's too high, no?
You know, it's an unpopular opinion, but it's an opinion that I have, and like if it's wrong, so what? I can't accept or Marcelo must always be credited for just his. Okay, I know I said I do it casually, like in terms of like the work rate, like he's a ball of energy, but I think the thing about Marcelo is that you as an 8, that is such a. Okay, but you can say that about a 6 as well, or it's a sensitive position. But
I think Kaizer
you have to give us so much more.
Yeah,
it's not a 6. It's an 8. You have to give us so much more. Think of Neo Maema in the season that we went unbeaten in the Champions League. Ratswaka draw with that. Think of Neo Maema in that season. He gave you more than work rate. He gave you
output. The high was off the charts.
And then like Marcelo the passes high are safe passes. Marcelo doesn't give you that defensive splitting pass as often as he should.
Especially when we played the personnel that we played in Batusi and Debza, Marcelo had to give us a bit more in the final third. He had to give us a
sometimes
bit more.
Like his like sprints and bursts of the runs are like just to cover the ground, and I understand that is important, especially the way we play. Like you need someone to cover the ground and like plug in those pitches, but I expect Marcelo to give us a bit more, like in that zone 14 in the final third, especially Shigaste.
Exactly,
especially Shigaste.
Hey, Jaden thing, like you see what Jaden does. He gets into the box. Ukradi goal, Ukradi assist. He gets in the box. Herdala Batusili, that midfield that you spoke about. Yeah, no. I feel like Marcelo has to give us more.
Yeah, and like I think we baby him sometimes because of the effort.
He's such a
phenomenal player
footballer for us.
Yeah, but not to be honest, like I think I still want more from him. I still need Marcelo to show me. Show me, man. Like, show me you were in the junior national team such Chile. Show me a bit more. Give me a bit more. I don't have a rating because I think my rating will. Let me try. How much were you giving him? Oh, you rated him already, ne? So 6.5. I think let's make it a 6.
A 6.
I would have made it a 5.5 now. But no, I'm taking your 6. I don't want to take it away.
Yeah.
But I want more. Like an 8 has to give you so much more. It's the reason why Spelele and Neo are finding themselves where they are, where lunches are gone off the table. It's because people, and you know what's crazy? At the beginning of the season, Spelele was giving us goals. Spelele was he was giving us so much more. I think this might even be one of Spelele's best season in terms of goals scored. Or it might match his best season, goal scored. Yeah. At the beginning of the season, Spelele was giving us that. And I feel like, and I think also my biggest gripe, like Marcelo plays so many matches. Even you feel like maybe he could have gotten a rest here. There's certain minutes where you want to like we could have given Spelele some of these minutes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like against Kukune, Marcelo will even start a Nedbank Cup against Soshanguve 11 with mean goals. And sometimes and I feel like those are the games where like you should, and also it's not easy to say Spelele, oh, here are minutes, show us something, because
out of nowhere, so
at least if you give him minutes here and there, like he will have at least a bit of momentum. But yeah, I feel like that's one of my grabs also, like when it comes to Marcelo. Lucas,
he couldn't connect with Iki, Sales when Sales came on.
Because of that thing I was telling you about our midfield.
Yeah, like
he had to come and collect
too deep, and then it was easier for the chief defense to close him down. So, difficult game for him, for Lucas Kachin. Difficult.
5.5. 5.5.
This is my pick.
What's Marcelo?
6.
Do you want to trade Marcelo's 6 for Lucas.
Lucas Kwe?
Ke ne ke mo file 5.5 and no feels is unfair.
You thought it was lower than 5?
No, he feels like he wasn't lower than Marcelo.
Oh, okay.
So I'm also posing the question to you. Do you feel Marcelo's performance was better than
Yeah, Lucas?
Yeah.
No, actually, no.
So now
No,
it forces
I
us to give Lucas, what, a 6.5?
6.5.
I'll give him the 6.5.
Yeah.
We have an Ikram Renes problem now.
And
But you talking to the man. My thing is that stop, right? He's out for too long and he comes back into a semi-final. That's not fair. That's not fair.
And you know, again, we have an Ikram Renes problem, Gray, in terms of managing him.
Exactly.
I don't think it's his, like, I'm not saying he's the problem.
no, yeah.
I think, like, my problem is, like, how are we managing him? I feel like, also it's his first season, eh?
We forget that.
And someone will say it's the same as Lucas Suarez, but Ikram Renes has already given me so much.
Yeah.
Gave me a goal in the final, even though we shed the bed in that final.
No, it's our second top goal scorer, so
Yeah, I feel like we need to find a way to manage Ikram much better. He needs a IV drip confidence.
yes. And that's a goal in the semi-final of the Champions League. Start him.
I think you should continue starting him.
Yeah.
We will find the
A way or a
yeah. He's off key now.
Yeah.
Like he will just keep playing. He will
Yeah.
find the key.
Yeah.
Like just keep playing. He'll find the key.
Yeah.
I think. I think it's a 5 for Ikram.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
I
5 for
agree.
Ikram.
I agree.
Shalu,
5.5.
5.5. I'll take it. Do you guys allow me to nake sa morita sa lesa?
Aye.
But then I wasn't gonna go.
First half.
Oh, do you want to play again?
Yeah.
What do you make of that performance at T1?
Okay. Yeah, no. For barking the winner achieves the offside goal. He needs to clear the ball. Like don't try fancy things. Like I said earlier on. At the 90th minute.
But to be honest with you, what is it not T1? Like most of the time when he's on the pitch, he makes me proud. Like there are moments where like Gabon or like this boy is in his first season with Sundowns.
19-year-old.
That's not a 19-year-old. That's me, not a 19-year-old. Sianda Tulu went to Arsenal. They did what do they call those? Chest? No, it's about testing Marap. Marapa Sianda Tulu. That's Marapa 18-year-old. No one can convince me that boy is 19. That boy is at least 23, 24. As not a 19-year-old in Fanol. What did you say, like a 19? No. They're not teenagers, those boys. But Fana Valley, 21 by 12. Tinting somewhere, go room dividing.
You can
see
there's a difference between the
yeah, you can see those are kids. The one is not a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Bonsa Bukhurutman, always right.
Exactly. Clear the ball.
Yeah.
Clear the ball. Do you want a 5?
A 5.
Oh.
I think now I also have like a very soft spot for this. For this
academic graduates.
No, it's not an academic graduate T1. We signed him from Skukune, but
Yeah.
you know,
the younger.
Yeah, T1, Dunyelwa, those boys, I want them to be
Cushioned.
Yeah, cushioned a bit, man.
So you're taking my 5.5?
Yeah, I'll take it. Salas, couple of for rating as Salas. Be honest with yourself. 4. Nah, guys, by this time, 2021, 2022 season, by this time, Safranco had given me enough.
He had one, or not Safranco, not Arunzing Cup final. Afonso.
Not Afonso. Afonso Bilos come coma. Sky, baby. That one. He retired Julius Musemiri, that one.
Safranco.
Safranco had given me enough. But I still showed him the door. Gary, it's not enough.
Yeah.
This is your record signing. Listen, Musales. You see, Salas would have to win me the Champions League. Other than that, Galkupela.
No give a rating.
And I'm glad I can say I'm no longer on Twitter, so no one can even say Ishmara, like the comments on YouTube. I mustn't read them maybe. But I don't know, guys. Safranco had given me something. We had the MTN 8 and the bag. We won the Nedbank Cup. Now I get up on my toe. I don't even have it. Now we're taking what is rating 4. Now take me out of the topic. Take me out of that topic, SLS, please. Who else came on?
Jaden Adams.
Jaden Adams. What do you make of the performance here?
Jaden Odalaka pace high, but Jaden is a 6.5.
6.5.
I thought it was good.
Didn't Tashrik come in? Who came on?
We did, but after.
Shame. What a shame.
How many minutes, guys? What are you looking
4.
Yeah, I think the coach also complained about that.
Out of 4 minutes.
The coach also complained about that in the press conference.
It was after she scored. Or was it before?
Lebanon was celebrating for 3 minutes.
Exactly.
But yeah, guys, it's April and May, so you have to take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
You know? Marlesa war la itse hore go PE. Can you guys know what 24 May? Bread and butter. It's sorted.
I hope it's sorted, boy.
Hey, boy. Usampakela stress ka ukupela. Usampakela stress. Aka ukupela tu. Ka ukupela. Ukantima dilo tsotsohle. Ukantima dilo tsotsohle.
O ka heta ka
No.
back to back big cup games, Scalas minute against Chiefs and Pirates.
No. But anyway, yeah, sponsors are happy. Derby in the final. Oh, we have to rate the friendly coach?
I'm the coach.
Can I please rate the coach? 0.
Do you want to elaborate?
There is nothing that he did today that Kitaren. I mean, any coach would have played the Wamgoena, would have played Grant, would have played Ronan, would have done. Where we needed him to make decisions to win us this game, he didn't show up. 0. It's as good as he didn't come today. Or absconded.
Strong ones.
Rate the supporters.
10.
Ashifa.
10.
See you guys next week. It's
a massive one.
I can't
It's a massive
I don't want my stress to start now.
Yeah, no, it's for Coach Cardoso, for the football club, for the supporters, for us, for me, you, Neo, Tolu. It's a huge.
But now, if you don't beat Chiefs here at home, you want to beat the club of the century, who is the Luzuli Zengajo.
So it gets better from
week.
here.
See you next week.